Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
Hey, it's Icarice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
What is happening? What is going on? Welcome to the show. I am back. This is Mrs. Connie, Las Vegas. I am here at Hot 702.5 for this blasting hot Wednesday, okay, here in Sin City, Las Vegas. Yes, I had to cut a few corners and run down a few, but guess what? I am back. Listen, I had to take a little bit of leave, get myself right, but guess what? It's July. Okay, and July is Giving Awareness Month. Guess what month this month is giving? Minority Mental Health Awareness. It is really all about me. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm your girl, Miss Connie LV. It is the beginning of summer. It is July here in Sin City, Las Vegas. And I am here to give you all of the drip and the sauce and just a tidbit of the little things that's going on here in my world. But I just want to say thanks for all the people who kind of was looking for me. I just, I'm getting old and the menopause make me pause, okay? The menopause is literally shutting us down. I know y'all getting ready to call me with all these solutions and methods and remedies, but the reality is I'm going to have a little bit of caffeine and I'm going to have a little bit of whiskey. So nothing that you tell me is truly going to work in my world, but I'm grown. This is where it's at, and this is what I'm going to do. It's our season. It is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. So as long as I am aware, listen, I'm like right in the middle of the 12-step program at 6. But yeah, guys, come on, grab your drinks. Maybe it should be water. It's water for me today because I was told I need a little bit of water. But yes, you see me out here looking different. It is a wig off Wednesday. And all of you people do not persecute me because I am in a relationship with sodium hydroxide. Yes, I did perm that good hair. I'll put me a little color on there. Well, actually, these is my roots because the blonde all melted and fell off as soon as I put the perm on. It was like plop, plop, plop. But that's why I grew it out. That's why I wore the braids so I could have a little bit of new growth. So this is the new me here for you in this fiscal year. Okay, in the middle. Is that about to be for me? Thank you. So yeah, guys, but listen, I dropped some jewels. I said, come on in here because I know a lot of people were looking for me on Facebook. We are off the book. We've been off the book. I said, all my friends are old. Like we have to be repeated things over and over. It's a menopause thing. But then I think it's just I think at this point in our life, we just so full. we so full of information. We got the news, entertainment. We watching politics now. You know, we involved. We listen to podcasts. We got therapy in the chair, at work, in the car, on the phone. We therapied out. So what I realized is that I think I lost half of my audience because we outside. I like that, y'all. I like that y'all outside, but we still got to tap in and subscribe because y'all got to make it make sense for me to show up here. So make sure you click, copy, share, and post that because I could be doing a billion different things, but I am here to share with you. And I said, not only do I have a voice and an opportunity, so what am I out here to teach you? So not even teach. What am I out here to share? Okay. I do got a little teaching going on too. Something popping off here in August because, you know, the Vagicator is outside. But yeah, everybody. I just came back from Texas. Woo! Put my boots on the ground. Had the time of my life. Was supposed to be creating content. Shout out to the amazing team over at World of Springs in Texas. Listen, guys, I will be doing a group travel there every 45 days. So if you don't catch us this first trip going out, I think in September, I will be heading down that way probably for my birthday. I'm thinking like around the end of December. I know everybody is interested, or are they? Is it who all here for the Brandy Monica tour? You here for the Brandy Monica tour? I know. So I was like looking at different places where we could have like a whole little girl trip, but then it's such a cool place. And you guys always say, well, I don't invite you anywhere, but it's like, I don't invite a lot of guys out because I don't want to have to be on a date and I don't want to be the only one without a date with y'all. And I'm hobnobbing and then it's a problem. But listen, I'm here for all that was, no, I'm here for bringing you guys along on some of these journeys that I will be going on. My next journey is I'm coming home, Cleveland. Here I come, Cleveland. Here I come. I'm so excited to go home this month. I haven't been home in so long. I miss Cleveland so much. I can't wait to see everybody and just drop in, stop in, pay some visits. It's my mom. My mom will be 70 years old. Like at the end of the month. That's crazy. And that is my girl. So me, her, and my cousin Chris. Hey, Chris. We all hooking up. We're going to do a little road trip. And it's not about her birthday. So don't come for her because she is a Jehovah's Witness. It just happened to be when we going to be down there. And it, you know, so we coming to see my mom. And we all are celebrating each other because the naked truth is we need a break, sis. Oh, Jesus. We need a break. We need a break in politics. We need a break in relationships. We need a break from these chitlins, okay? We need a break from society, sisters. But let me tell you something. That is my purpose here. I've been trying to figure out what can I share with y'all to not make it seem like I'm on here trying to be a fake therapist. And I ain't saying, you know, because that ain't what I'm here for. I don't even really have the patience for the level of nonsense. So although I do care, I know a few of my people listen. I don't really want to extend an apology. I just want to make y'all aware that I am in this menopausal stage where I won't allow trauma dumping. You know, it's a lot of folks out here trauma dumping on everybody and everybody trying to deal with their own thing. So please, if you are in a healing aspect of your circle, give yourself some grace. Stop listening to these same ridiculous stories over and over again because it will really, really throw you off. Find you a fun friend. Find yourself. Okay. Find out why all these people that's going through all these situations have become a magnet for you. Okay. It is your month. It is mental health. Minority Mental Health Month, okay? But yeah, welcome to the Naked Truth. We're going to get into it. There's a lot going on in politics. I know I talked to a few people. You always talk about, I don't really watch the news. I'm not even, you know, whatever. I don't know what they're doing. Hello. I don't even know if y'all old enough to remember Robin Williams when he played Mork. You remember Mork and Mindy? I'm too old. Okay. So I'm a little bit too old. But the older people who know who Mork and Mindy is, it's like, yo, what planet are you really from? If you don't wake up, turn on the TV, and understand everything about your life is being affected. Okay, I'm going to talk to the sisters right now. And you know what? Everything that I say is really for the vaginal health in our sisters. But I'm going to tell you something, brother. If you want to attach yourself to one of them, you should be listening too. If you weren't triggered by the Roe versus Wade, okay, situation, then let me explain to you what the entertainment industry is really kind of letting us know. You know, I just said they say it's hard out here for a P, but I'm gonna tell you something. Sisters is struggling too, because this whole entertainment nonsense, this essay, this situation with these artists, and everybody attaching money and time error that I can share my trauma. This is why we as women suffer in silence. But I'm going to tell you something, sister. Silence is the loudest noise. You're going to have to stand up for yourself, because this is some level of nonsense. And I feel like the smaller, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, because we've had these famous people say the same things about famous people, and the story is not told in a way that it should be, and these predators haven't been dealt with in the way they should be dealt with. But as the victim becomes larger, the story gets bigger. We still struggling out here, y'all. So if we not really tapped in to what our power is, you know, and understanding the level of power, I just feel sorry for y'all. You know, I'm still out here talking to the dirty 30s. What's up, TikTok? What's up, Instagram? Everybody here on YouTube. What is going on? Make sure, like, you just find your power. Don't get caught up in these situations. And make sure the person that you invest in your time and energy is definitely going to save you from a flash flood, help you extend the arm, watch your kids if you get pulled over, help pay for the funeral services if something happened. Because I think we're starting to like be with people that don't really listen to us, let alone have our backs. And that's men and women. And I think that right now it's so scary in the world that if you can't trust the people in your house, it's really throwing us off. You know what I'm saying? This mental health thing. And then this algorithm, it's just working right along with it. But I'm going to tell you the reason why I say so moisturized is because I'm reading, I'm educating. Like my mama say, I'm taking in accurate knowledge. What I do know, sis, is you better get some probiotics in your life, okay? Get yourself together. You better go somewhere and get a facial. I dropped the code earlier, teeth whitening. All this nonsense time you spending doing other things, make sure you focus on self-care, because guess what? That is also a part of July. Actually, let me just run this down, because I went to look for one thing and found out that July is, like I've mentioned, Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. Is also on the 24th, International Self-Care Day. On the 29th is World Heart Day. On the 29th is International Tiger Day. So I say, put your leopard print on, baby. Put your leopard print on. I am here for the leopard print collection. Dropping soon. Okay? So remember that. July 29th. That's my mama's born day. We're not going to say birthday, because she's going to be like, you was on there talking about my birthday. That's her born day. Okay? It's Tiger Print Day. Don't forget that. Okay? So, yeah. That, okay, I wanted to speak on that. Also, I had somebody call me yesterday and was like, hey, did you know that this bill was passed? That's a part of Project 25. I tried to go over Project 2025 with y'all almost, 8-9 months ago. And now here we go, having that conversation and understanding what's going on with that. I had a video. It's so crazy because I listened to, and there was a statement made by someone, and she said, I'm so tired of watching people fail up, you know? Instead of level up, you fail up. So your failures is so visible, but it doesn't matter because your entitlement still has you in a place of authority and still has us out here like kind of confused on our leadership. So I wanted to share this video. I meant to share this earlier that I wanted to share. This speaking about, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Linda McMahon, the secretary of the state for Board of Education. It's on the video actually on YouTube. I know I meant to send it. Hold on one second. Nope. Samsung. That's iPhone. Anyway. Oh, is it? Sorry, guys. Yeah, just understanding that everything is about education out here, and there's a lot going on with our bodies and just in society itself. But now the fact that it is affecting our children and how they are being educated, which we already knew it was some nonsense in the game anyway, but now it's to the point where I think that it's visible that knowledge is power. And so what do you do when you find that this is how we obtain power? You take it from us. So will it play just the audio, or it need to play like the whole video? Like the YouTube? No? It can't even dropped in? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, it's so abrasive. Let's see. So the video is of Linda McMahon being interviewed, and here it is. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. Can you hear it? No.
I was a state legislator. That's called shift and shaft. I've spoken with the governor of Pennsylvania. They can't pick up the tab anymore for education of our students. Not to mention, it would be inequitable by state, by state, by state. Why are you in this job at all? If you don't have a dedication to the future of our children, why are you in this job?
I too am a mother and a grandmother, and I want the best for my family going forward.
Vouchers.
For my grandchildren, for my great-grandchildren, and I hope to leave a legacy that we have established best practices for education that all the states can use. That would be a great legacy to be able to leave, to be able to show states.
I'm gonna pause that right there because I noticed my listeners on TikTok and Instagram don't hear, but she speaks about a legacy, and I think we just talking about monetary. I don't think she want to leave a legacy for her children, but it's like, what about the rest of the world? And then they asked her a question about AI, and she kept calling it A1. And then it's just, did you see that? Yeah, so I meant to have it. It was in my notes to share it. It was just so crazy.
The political climate we in right now,
it's mind-boggling.
It's like every day I'll wake up and I'm like, what's the shenanigans gonna be today? And the thing is that low-key, your president is hilarious.
Man, I said he a comedian.
Low-key, he's hilarious.
He should be a comedian.
But y'all had this project or his big beautiful bill pass.
Oh my God.
Man, yeah, I don't think people understand how much that's gonna impact everybody every day.
Not even to mention that, but let's just talk about the Nebraska farmers that's losing all of their land. But lucky for you that the president you voted for, his friend, is actually a realtor for international, an international investor when you want to come from another country and buy land. So
right. You can come and buy all those farm and spray whatever you want to on it and sell it to the people.
Just create genetically modified food for everybody.
Indeed, you can. It's crazy. I don't even understand how we're here. I'm thinking at this point, like, there had to allegedly be some sort of miscount or computer glitches or someone taking over the votes, because there ain't no way.
It's the audacity of the people. This is where you really, really understand that it is not what you know, it's who you know. I knew that lady Linda McMahon from somewhere. I've been in the little political circle for a second, so I know a few people. When it finally did a little research and realized I knew her from WWF wrestling and Hulk Hogan and doing skits, I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, you know Hulk Hogan, he's so dang racist.
Like, and man, it's just, listen, I'm speechless sometimes. And it's like, I have so much to say. Like, I was so raw, I think, in the beginning. And I have learned to kind of scale back on what I say and information, not drink too much because then I'm telling too much of my business. But I literally have been attacked, from my perspective and my point of view just on this small platform. So it's like, you know what? I don't, like I tell
wait, so you're saying, so you're giving your opinion of what your thoughts are on your platform, and then you're getting feedback.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, so
I know, but see, I try not to be so confrontational because first of all, I'm going through menopause.
You know what? That's what we need to talk about.
Well, let's talk about it.
You making menopause an excuse for everything.
Girl, don't make me. Girl, don't make. Don't
listen. Menopause,
you think I want this?
Menopause is not an excuse for you not wanting to deal with people who don't agree with you.
Girl, menopause got me want to be at home butt naked.
As you should.
Because I don't even want to talk, have a conversation, be judged. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just melting like good chocolate out here in these streets. I don't know what's going on. I could be a sweet tooth or I could be a cavity for you mofos. What?
I mean, I think that you could be both, but I think that you should not be like shunned from saying what you think about, whether it's politics, that thing loud in that microphone, about politics or anything that you think about. You just be
people almost don't want to talk to me no more because they like, don't say this on the radio. And I'm like,
who's people? And if you say your mama, I'm hanging up the phone.
Don't talk about my mama.
I'm just saying.
No, it's not my mother. Me and my mother, we talk about everything. I love that lady to death. Mm-hmm. But no, like, cause see, then if I say it, she gonna be like, I knew it. You was on that doggone radio talking. But no, it's a few people. But no, okay, so let's go back to the pancake incident. It was so funny, man. I had to turn the comments off. They was coming for me. The girl was like, oh, she got her fat self out there to get some pancakes.
Wait, hold on, what? Who said what?
Some strange lady. They was attacking me about the pancakes. Like her fat ass just wanted some pancakes.
You talking about some Denny's?
That IHOP. Yes.
IHOP. Was it IHOP?
It was IHOP.
Oh, okay. Which IHOP was that?
The one on Las Vegas Boulevard, and I promise you, every day I go past
it. Is it across the street from Denny's?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's fairly new,
right?
And
nobody is ever in there. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I forgot that it was even there.
I know. I think a lot of people did.
So how are you dealing with that situation? I know maybe you haven't had a deep dive on that. But just a brief summary from my mouth, not yours. You went out to grab some food. They told you they was closed. They saw your little pretty chocolate self go in there, and they was like, you know what, ma'am? We're closed to you Negroes. And so you order food, right? Because they told you that the dining area was closed, allegedly, right? So you order your food, and then you see some good, wholesome Caucasians from the Caucasus Mountains, or Mexicans, or Hispanics, Latinos.
Hispanics.
Okay, go in and grab a bite to eat.
No, have a seat.
Have a seat to grab a bite to eat. And then you see that and you're like, wait a minute. And then you go ask Jose from the counter.
They thought I was gone, but I was behind the brick wall like this. I was looking, and then when I seen them see the people I came from behind, and they was like, damn, there she go. And I was like, here I come. I had paid for my food already. So even my food was paid for when I ordered it. So I went to the restroom and then I came back and I asked him again, why is the dining room closed? He said, because I said so. And I was like, okay. But I was in such a good mood.
But the other people were sitting already?
There was no
Okay, so what happened when the folks went to go sit?
So I said, that's odd because I come here all the time. He was like, because I said so. And I was like, all right. And I tipped him. And I left because I'm thinking like maybe something didn't happen in the bag. You know, maybe some nonsense that happened. But I'm not supposed to be in here in the first place at 11 o'clock eating a full stack of pancakes.
I mean, you can if you're out late.
No, I was not. And I see.
You might need a sobering pancake.
That is what I needed.
Listen, I know. I am. We are all aware of what exactly it was that you was getting. Okay, so let's carry on.
Right, because I was with that crazy person zooming up and down the street.
Okay, so just I don't want to go on it too long, but I just want to kind of understand. So the people get seated. You go back in after hiding behind the brick wall.
As I walked out, I saw them walking.
Okay,
and I looked to see if they were going to veer up to the door, and when I saw them veer up, I went to the back of the building, the last window, because you couldn't hardly see. And I watched them walk in, and I just stood to the back, and I watched them like, hey, welcome to IHOP. You guys sitting, are you eating in or dining out? And they were like, oh, we're going to sit. He was like, great, come on over here.
I had a question for you. I got a question. This is the real question. Okay?
No, I'm here.
What you have on that day? Did you have a red wig on?
No.
Was it blonde?
No. It is on social media.
Was it giving woman of the night?
No, that's what I said too. No.
Okay, I'm trying to see what it is.
I promise you, I was very pleasant. I actually had shot a video on the roof with the client right before I was just getting off work, shooting some content with a client, makeup done, hair done, my black wig,
okay,
with the political part in the middle, okay, and walked in, didn't have on heels, had on some nice little designer slides, and I was calling my maud outfit with the little robe, the jacket. No, I was no.
So it wasn't giving a woman of the night.
No, it was giving soccer mom.
Okay, so okay, they went in, they sat down, you saw them, you went in and was like, look here, George.
No, I went and got in my car because I was like, oh, they think I'm a little ninja. So, here I go with my nonsense. So I pulled up to the window in my car. Like, I didn't walk off the street. So I pulled up, parked my BMW right there, left the flashers on. And that's when the flip-flops got loud. That's when I turned black. Because I walked in as African-American, tipping and all. But I soon turned into...
black and is different.
Yeah,
you turned into...
No, I left out African American. I came back in black, and then I turned into a ninja. Because I walked in like, hello, hi. Because that's when I started the video. Like, yo, I think I may have just got discriminated against. And
so what did he say? What was
they were hiding in the kitchen, and I could see them in the globe because I'm like, hello. No one came out. So that's when I walked over to the couple and was like, hey, how are you? I apologize for bothering you, but I just want to know, did they tell you that the dining room was closed? And they were like, what? And I said, well, they didn't seat me because they told me the dining room was closed, but I see you're seated. Then they were like, oh, no, si habla español. And I was like, oh, okay. Gracias, señor. And walked over there to the kitchen. And they were in the back like, I said, I can see you.
So did they give you a reason as to why?
It's on the video. Yeah, he said because we've been had people like you walk out.
What does that mean? Like black people?
Well, apparently it ain't them because listen, I went crazy.
A black people, a woman, a hairstylist?
No. Because of black, what I didn't mention is that the two black couples walked out before I came in.
Were they seated?
Yeah, they were paying their bill. As I walked in, they were coming from their seats, paying their bill.
Mean like you? That's what I'm trying to understand.
I have a video of the day.
Entrepreneur, a radio show.
That's what I'm
trying to understand. What?
If I had went in there looking crunchy, sticky, you know what I'm saying? I would, I have been in situations where this happened. I was hungry at like 2:00 in the morning and wanted some pizza and took my behind to the pizza place thinking wasn't nobody there. It was a motorcycle route. I had on a crop top.
And you already ordered the pizza, so you had to go get it.
I had on a crop top, booty shorts, flip flop, looked a mess. I was like, now you look crazy.
So tell me this, did you contact corporate?
Everybody that saw the video contacted corporate.
Okay, and then what happened?
Corporate contacted me.
Okay.
And I literally had a mental breakdown because along with my other business was sending me information like, hey, there's 45,000 people looking on your business page now. And I'm like, what? This is what I'm waking up to, because I'm just posting, not in the moment, not even understanding what viral really means. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that person. I don't even warrant that type of attention. Then I had it.
Lying.
No, I'm not. No, you know, I shut down. I ain't really been the same since. Then I had an advisor call me and told me that I was being, somebody had took my information. And so remember you asked me about the radio show? That was a situation, and I didn't know. The advisor took care of that because she was trolling me, posted all the information that, hey, I'm at the radio, I'm here, I got a business over here.
Who?
Remember you was like, somebody called the radio station and was like, take it down because of the kid or something?
Something like that, but I don't know.
Somebody had took, I didn't know, somebody had took my information and she found it and was like, yo, she's the one, and I was like, looking at the video, I do look like a ninja. And I was like, yo, this was a wake-up call, Connie, of how you're looking. Not how people are looking at you, but how you are presenting yourself. And why are you so triggered by somebody that don't know you?
And then, so if we can just kind of go back to, so my question about what did corporate say?
Right.
What was their response?
So they're waiting on me.
To do what?
Respond.
So what's taking you so long? So it's time for you to respond, right?
It is.
So, I mean, you could respond and say, hey, listen, I actually needed a minute. I went through a severe state of depression based off of that situation and how the video went viral. And I think it's important to let them know that. You know, and
I feel emotional now. I'm like, oh God, I don't feel like
you know what? It's interesting how Black people have to experience certain things. It's really crazy. I remember when I was in college, I wrote this. My family lived in a small town. My extended family lived in a small town in Louisiana called Gina, Louisiana.
Okay, I know people from there.
It's one town away from this town called Whitehall. That's where they have the KKK rallies. Okay, and so I remember I went there one time. I think it was for I don't know what it was for, a family reunion or funeral, something, I don't know. And I remember I walked into Walmart and like everybody was staring at me. Mind you, I went there every summer my whole life, right? So, and it was just different this time. It was like, it was super racist. And I guess they were having a rally in the next town, but I didn't know these people were there for the rally. I'm just thinking they live in Gina. But anyway, I just kind of like documented my experience. When I was in college, I wrote this paper called Why Am I So Famous? And obviously it wasn't about being famous. It was about why is everybody staring at me? Why am I getting this type of energy? So it's crazy that we have to experience that. But then I think to myself, like how these other ethnicities want to beat us so bad. And I'm like, you don't even understand what comes along with that.
Man.
Listen,
let me tell you something. It's so hard because of what I do, where I do it at. I am like the most friendliest person you could meet, or I could be the worst person you ever come in contact with. Which one I choose to be is based on how you handle me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you do, but just make sure you handle me with care, because I do come with some level of trauma. And, you know, I know you hate that word trigger, but
why you say that?
Oh no, I remember a conversation a long time ago, but maybe that was the, what's the name, say she don't like trigger. Lady Bombay.
Oh, okay.
She's like, all I done figured out is a bunch of words is how to be crazy. But yeah, it was just like, I never want anybody to think that I'm looking at them and basing anything on them. I'm not that person.
Their ethnicity.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting is that most black people don't.
We don't care.
That's not our first thought. Our first thought is, look at this.
But I will say, if you don't like black people, let me know. I'm okay with it. I'll leave. And you know what? Since that incident, it's so crazy because I was just at a gas station. And he was speaking to the guy in front of me and talking. I walk up like, hello. He never said a word to me. And I looked, and he looking at me like, And I said, oh no, I won't be spending my money here. I know you gonna still be where you gonna be, but I am not going to try to convince you I'm the friendly Negro.
Yeah.
Them days is over with.
In some cases, if that stuff, like I'm like, oh, maybe you didn't hear me.
Oh yeah,
when
I did
I spoke to you.
Yeah.
And then you still don't speak. Oh yeah. Let me
but I know you heard me because ain't no other noise in here. So I'm not even, because I already see I'm it's a button for me and it's all the way up.
And you know what? I think that we are also in a time where, you know what? And I'm just gonna be real transparent.
This the naked truth.
I am torn between my Latino friends, my Black Trump supporter friends, and white people. Period. I got concerns.
Okay.
And I have concerns with all of them because 62% of the Latino community then voted for Donald Trump, and now the grandmas, the aunties, the uncles, the cousins, the babies that just came, yeah, they gone, child. So make it make sense. You guys made a decision, and now you want me to help you? You want me to march along and help you? And no.
Yeah.
So I'm really torn in these situations. I definitely don't want people who are innocent bystanders to have to experience this. I also do feel that, you know, at some point, maybe you should seek legal citizenship.
This is such a girl. You so messy. You done brought your.
I'm not.
It is for my audience.
This is risky radio.
Because it is risky radio because I didn't want to say that out loud.
I said it. It's okay.
And it's like, I'm not going to be crying for you at your funeral if you die from diabetes and you were eating hot wings and ranch dressing every day. It's the same thing. It's like, how do I feel a certain way if you didn't handle your business, but you got good weed, good drink, good cup? Like, when were you going to handle your business? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now you wearing me out with it. Mm-hmm. But I was walking my dog yesterday and I heard my mailman on the phone talking to somebody like, yo, I got to work. I can't take off because my father can't leave home because he's illegal. And I was like, wow, he was a young man. And I was like, should he had even said that on the phone? You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't even know how it's working, but I'm just thinking like, wow, all the weight of that community is going on the younger.
Right. They over here trying to save the world.
Yeah.
And the thing is that their citizenship is in jeopardy as well, because now he's like, birthright citizenship doesn't even matter. So
it don't even matter.
So y'all go back to wherever y'all came from.
And it's like,
and that is the part that's really what the kids say is diabolical. Okay?
And that is the part where I even made a note, because not only is July all of these other things in Awareness Month, but this is also Nelson Mandela Day is on July 18th. And there's a quote. He says, the power of education extends beyond the development of skills we need for economic success. It can contribute to the nation building and reconciliation. Listen here. Y'all stop fussing at these kids about their homework and y'all go do the homework with them, because I don't think we know enough about world history. You understand? Because none of these people are doing shit new. They reading a book about somebody that did something 400 years ago and they are reenacting it.
Well, I think that's where this presidency has come in, because not because they're just going off of stuff that was 400 years ago. What the problem is that now these kids have access to other information that's more recent, history, right? And they have access to these other things now. There's not just the same books that they've been putting in these, urban communities all of these years. They're getting this other access. So now the presidency is like, they're like, oh wait. Mm-hmm. Hold on. We don't want y'all to get,
learned about Shaka Zulu.
We don't want y'all to get this.
Yeah.
So now they're abruptly putting a stop to it.
So now they put the wrestling lady in the Department of Education.
Child, this is
with a whole sex scandal.
This is a reality
case with the kids in wrestling.
The president got a sex scandal and is
that's what I'm saying.
And is a convicted felon. Our president is a convicted felon.
This is giving me anxiety.
Listen, I don't know what y'all gonna do.
I don't either. But y'all better learn how to fight.
I don't know what y'all go do.
Who is y'all?
Y'all, all of y'all, everybody out there. I don't know what y'all go do, but somebody got to save us.
Listen,
and I am a server of the community. I serve the people. Okay, you can't save the people if you don't serve them. And listen, I serve the people. I'm tired.
Me too.
I'm tired.
Me too.
I'm frustrated. I don't understand what y'all doing. I don't understand where y'all going with this. I hear, I'm listening. Y'all on the internet talking about why men don't like women.
Oh my God, I'm so tired of it.
Listen, y'all got to chill. Okay,
go love on yourself or somebody else. Get a life. I'm so tired of people sitting in this one room, one chair with all these diagnoses.
Not the one room, the one with the look away, the look away from the camera, and
all these AI generated therapists.
It's really got to stop. And you know what? This is the thing is that I want to. You know what? Let me tell you something real quick.
And I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking kombucha.
Listen, I'm drinking water. Okay. And I'm completely sober.
Exactly.
All right?
Both.
The only thing I had today was some
Both
vitamins.
of us. Right.
Okay. Listen.
That's all we keep saying. When the black woman just keeps saying, listen, silence is the loudest noise.
Listen, those me being a owner of a radio station since 2018, I want to tell y'all that you can't just buy mics from Amazon. Keep them in your closet. Bring your homegirl over and have a viral podcast. That's not how this works. Okay. There's a lot more to it than just doing that.
I tell people that. I tried it.
There is there's a network of people that you form to create an audience. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here talking to nobody. Right now, it's 353 people listening to us on, I don't know, Twitch or YouTube. One of them.
Hey, come on, 353 people. Thank you for tuning in.
This is my concern. Okay, y'all gotta stop because y'all don't even know what y'all are talking about. And back to my Latino brothers and sisters.
I love all my Latino friends.
I don't know what y'all gonna do. But if you voted for Donald Trump and your grandma just got deported, may you have the year you deserved. That's all I got to say.
And that is her naked truth. Let me tell you something. If you out here having unprotected sex, like it's a Planned Parenthood around the corner in a clinic, you done lost your doggone mind. And if you out here having all these doggone babies thinking Medicaid, get ready to keep paying for them, honey, I don't know what's getting ready to happen to y'all babies. This is dangerous, y'all. We done laugh and did a little bit of giggling, but the reality is this is dangerous.
My concern about this big beautiful bill, right? Okay, so real quick, I already had some notes because I was going to use them for my show as well. But so like we got the healthcare bill, right? Trump wants to appeal Obamacare and slide in his own version of it.
Wait, sorry. Before we even talk about that, let's talk about FEMA. Let's talk about Dallas. Let's talk about the advisory. The folks ain't not even positioned to have saved all these children still counting, still missing. Let's talk about the defunding of that. Look, you really triggered. All I see is your eyeballs going back and forth.
All of these things are included.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, those things have been defunded.
Yeah.
At the same time, there's kids out here with healthcare whose parents are working 80 hours every 2 weeks already, and they are not being paid the wages that they deserve. And as a result of that, the parents are able to qualify for Medicare. We're not talking about, some Laura, okay, because y'all know white women are the main ones that got Medicare and welfare. Okay, this highest percentage.
Because we don't even want to go give all our information.
Okay, so Laura over there with Cindy and the rest of the kids.
I'm about to fight you.
We're not talking about her and the 5 kids. We're talking about no, I was gonna use a black ethnic name. We're gonna talk about Shaquita, okay, who works 40 hours a week plus. Okay, and just simply is not being paid what she deserves to be paid. Okay, and as a result, cannot afford. And as a result, cannot afford to be paid to pay for health care, and as a result has applied and approved for Obamacare. So she has Medicare for her and the kids and maybe her husband too. Like, let's talk about the real situations, because I think what happens is that they think Shaquita, the only one over here with 6 kids, 5 different baby daddies, and she the only one that needs to not have Medicare and that's Medicaid, and that's not how this works. No, definitely not. We know that from Teen Mom show. So Laura and Kevin and Karen and Ken, who are currently on welfare and have Medicaid and have SNAP benefits and have whatever the benefits are, and I'm not mad at you for having those, because some people really need that. Though y'all are the ones who voted for Donald Trump to change this. So now guess what he wants y'all to do? He wants y'all to work at least 80 hours a month for free. What? To get these benefits. He said, you know what, Laura? It's time.
And ain't nothing free but cheese in a rat trap.
He wants you to go work for free. And you know where they want you to work first?
Tell them.
They want you to work on the farms. Because guess who's not working there? Our Mexican homies. Okay? So listen, Laura, Juan and them was trying to help y'all out. Okay? You went and decided that, you know what? We go vote for Don. And here we are. And now you're about to work 80 hours for free on a farm that you know you don't want to work at. Girl. To get Medicaid and SNAP benefits that are already going to be reduced too. So it's not going to be the same benefits you had before. It's not going to be the same amount of SNAP you had before.
The prescription, you don't know what you're getting ready. This is a whole dog lab situation.
Listen. Also, too, tax reform. Guess who's going to get helped with taxes? Those of us who have more than $1 million in the bank. The rest of y'all who do not, that's what's going to happen to you. Your taxes are going up about 70%. Imagine that.
Ain't nobody paying taxes after that.
I ordered Instacart the other day. I got 1 bag of groceries. They probably had 4 things. It was literally in 1 bag because I was really confused. I'm like, dang, I know I ordered more than that. 1 bag. That bag was like $70-something for 5 items. Maybe some potatoes, some cheese.
Yeah, because you got to pay that delivery.
Forget the delivery fee. I'm not even talking about the delivery fee.
What did you get?
That's what I'm saying.
You must have got a rack of lamb.
I didn't.
Well, we need to know. We need to, because we ain't ordering that. And where did it come from? Whole Foods?
No, it came from Smith's.
Oh, yeah. Nah.
So listen. So all of those things now, they're already expensive. They're going to be even more expensive to you. Okay. Now, of course, we talked about the immigration situation. Y'all, he's still talking about he building a wall.
Then they got
he tightened up the border. And now we didn't heard TSA said y'all don't have to take off your shoes. What?
They just started that, yeah. And I was just at the airport with that filthy floor, and I was so mad. Like,
make it make sense. I got pre-check. I don't.
You
should.
I know. My friend was like, "How come you don't have pre-check, Connie?" I was like, "I don't know, girl." Because I'm normally, I don't know, and I'm normally with the grandbaby traveling. I don't know.
So as long as the kids are 12 and under, they travel. She older than 12 now. Well, she buy it for her. It's only like $85 for 4 or 5 years.
And it ain't even the money thing. It's just I just ain't did
most
it.
credit cards will credit you back for it. You get it back.
And I think it's because I just have been working so hard. I hadn't even really been nowhere because they did mention something about my ID and some star or something. And I was like, y'all about to get on my damn nerves. But I'm just saying, listen, y'all better get it together. Y'all better get it together. I talk to a bunch of people. I don't like to use the word stupid, but ignorant is more profound, because ignorant is having the ability to know and still not, you know what I'm saying, obtaining the information. It's out here. Like, literally have a plan. My mother, I asked her about her survival kit. My mother put out a survival kit out this world. I was like, yo, I got to get on it.
Yeah, and the thing is that your mom is a senior citizen. I don't know if she lives at home alone or not. Yeah. But just imagine you worrying about your mom over here, like.
Yeah, I know.
And then this is the time where Medicare, your mom probably will qualify for Medicare, and you have to apply for Medicare. Like, if you get it, I think.
No, she was telling me some nonsense about that whole systematic below poverty mindset they have, because they don't want you up, you know. And when she gave me this number, I was like, hold on. So you mean to tell me you literally can't make $11 a day, not an hour, a day, more than what you have, or they gonna cut all this stuff off? So you literally can't get a job and work 1 hour. Because minimum wage is what, $7, $8? I thought it was like $14, but I'm just heard it was like $7 and something. I don't know.
Well, it depends on the state.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's different in each state.
But I'm just saying, well, no matter where you work, you should be making over $11 an hour. Mm-hmm. And I said, Mom, because she gave me a big number. Mm-hmm. She gave me like 4,000. I said, you really realize that's like $11 a day for a year. So you mean tell me these bastards and put this type of brick on your brain that they controlling you? Mm-hmm. And she was like, I never even thought about it. I said, man.
But you know what though? That same thinking is what happens to men and women who get on welfare, and this is a position where it makes them feel safe.
Mom, nobody said you was on welfare. No, I know my mom.
When we talking about, we were talking about with your mom. We're talking about Medicaid, Medicare, because she's older. I think after 62 or something, you gotta apply.
Yes.
Okay. How old is your mama?
She about to be 70. Okay. So she do get Medicare, but I know her. You know, she crazy.
But I'm saying, like, this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about she was talking about the mindset, and I'm like, that's the same thing. They put other people in this mindset. They get safe from having medical, like safe from having a couple dollars for food, safe from having a couple dollars off of their rent or whatever. They get stuck in this space, and then now it's a cycle. Now it's like I can't even work because I'm gonna lose all of this from my family.
Basicness.
You know, we gotta do this again.
I'm just like, man, what is wrong? Like, I just had the same conversation with my client. She was going to school. She about to get her 4th degree. And I said, well, what is the job you going to get? And she told me, I said, well, let's Google the salary for the year. We Googled it. It was like $190,000 for the veterinary level. I said, now let's divide that into $365. Okay. And so you selling crochet shit on Etsy over here and making $300 a day, and you get ready to pay another $80,000 just to have some acronyms that's gonna get you the money that you could have made right here.
Listen, I tell people all the time, I wish I could get a refund from the degrees.
It's like,
but I think that now knowledge is more accessible now than it was.
Yeah,
and I think that's the part that's it. Like, if you're gonna be,
but knowledge is power too. So.
Yeah, but we can access the same things on the internet today. The same things that I go and buy a book.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna be
accreditation.
I'm gonna go back and take some extra classes for some journalism that is important to me. Right? Mm-hmm. I don't need it. I'm good. Whatever. But it's important to me because I need to know all the technology, the lingo, whatever, which I can find on the internet.
Right. And pay $1,000 for a little course.
But the structure of it is I need it to be a different structure for me.
Exactly.
You know, people learn differently. But I think that you can some of these things you don't need degrees for anymore. Now, if you're going to be a doctor, in a medical field,
if you're dealing with science on any level,
if you're going to be a chemist, you're going to be, something that. Yes.
You need to know. you need some prereqs. You can't just get this in no online course.
Yes.
But no, I was saying that the knowledge is power because there was a student, I was listening to this report. He sent a questionnaire out to all the professors at Brown. And he was like, what have you done today? How much money do you make? What is your position? What is the use for it? They attack that young man. They teach you how to be this person. Then when you become this person and you use that against him, and he was reprimanded. He been all over these shows, but he literally asked them the questions that Elon Musk asked all these federal employees, like, why are you here? If we eliminated your position, what value would you be to the university? Because you're making my tuition high because I'm paying you over here and you're not doing anything. And I mean, listen, I can't remember his name, but they coming for that young man right now. So listen, knowledge is power. Okay.
It is. And y'all get it. And
yes.
That's all. Thank you.
Create
for having me, Miss
income
Connie.
before debt. No, it was a pleasure. I appreciate your presence. Listen, once again, you can tune in here every Wednesday. When I don't have a guest, you're going to hear me and that voice in the background. That is the lady who runs it all here at Risky Radio with her messy ass. It's Icarice.
I'm not even messy. I'm just stating the facts.
I love all you polo locos, you know what I'm saying? But listen, get it together or learn how to fight, okay? Seriously. And Karen, y'all know y'all love tacos. Stop playing games with us. I'll see y'all here next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Make it 4:57 because I'm going to be early. Have a good night.
To Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy, The Naked Truth at Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio.